Why men stay silent under pressure? Have you ever noticed a man suddenly becomes quiet, short replies, no energy, no deep conversation, no explanation, and many people immediately think he stopped caring, he lost interest, he doesn't love me anymore. But the truth is, many men do not become silent because they stopped loving. They become silent because life is catching them quietly. A lot of men were left with one message: handle it yourself. Do not complain. Do not look weak. Fix the problem. So when the pressure comes, many men disappear into silence, not because they feel nothing, but because they feel too much. Today, I want to explain these in the simplest way possible. When men stay silent under pressure, what is really happening inside their mind, and what people can actually do in real life to help themselves and their relationships. Men and women often handle stress differently. This is very important to understand. When many women feel stressed, they often want to talk. They want connection, they want comfort, they want someone to listen. But many men react differently. When men feel pressure, their brain often goes into problem solving mode. They become quiet, they isolate themselves, they think alone because many men believe, if I cannot solve it yet, I should not talk about it yet. This is why misunderstandings happen. One person wants conversation, the other person wants silence to think. Neither person is evil. They simply possess pressure differently. Real life example number one: work pressure. Imagine a man losing control at work, deadlines, money problems, fear of failure, fear of losing his job. He comes home exhausted. His partner asks, "What's wrong? Why are you so quiet?" And he says nothing. The answer sounds cold, but inside his mind, he may be thinking, what if I fail? What if I cannot provide? What happens to my future? Many men carry this fear silently, not because they do not trust people, but because they were taught that a man must handle it. Real life example number two: financial stress. Money pressure destroys many men emotionally. Even strong men, when bills increase, when income drops, when responsibilities grow, many men start becoming quiet at first. You may notice less talking, less joking, less excitement, more isolation, because deep inside, many men connect money with self-worth. Some men secretly believes, if I cannot provide, I am failing as a man. The pressure becomes extremely heavy. Real life example number three, emotional exhaustion. Some men are not angry, they are simply tired from work, tired from expectations, tired from carrying responsibilities. Some men feel like every day is survival mode, and eventually silence becomes their hiding place. Not all silence means the same thing. This is very important because silence has different meanings. Taiwan silent to think. This is normal. The man is processing emotions, trying to solve problems. He still cares. He just needs he just needs space. Type 2 silent because he is emotional burned out. This is more serious. He loses energy for conversations, stops enjoying things, avoids people. This usually means stress has been building for too long. Type 3 silent because he feels unheard. This one hurts deeply. Some men tried opening up before, but they are judged, ignored, mocked, or treated as weak. So eventually they stop talking completely, not because they have no emotions, but because they no longer feel safe expressing the mistakes people make when men are under pressure. These section concept many relationships. Mistake one, forcing him to talk immediately, saying things like, talk to me now. Why are you acting like this? Say something. Usually makes things worse because pressure plus emotional pressure becomes overload. Sometimes a man needs a little time before he can explain that he feels. Mistake two, assuming silence means no love. This is very common. Many people think if he loved me, he would communicate perfectly. But sometimes a man becomes quiet because he feels ashamed of struggling. He does not want the person he loves to see him falling apart. Mistake three, adding more pressure during his lowest moment. Imagine this. He is already stressed from work, already worried about money, already mentally exhausted. Then he comes home and immediately faces fighting, criticism, or emotional attacks. Many men emotionally shut down at this point. So, what should we actually do? Now, I want to focus on practical solutions, real things people can use immediately. My practical solutions. Solution 1, give space without abandon him. This is extremely important. Men often need space, but they do not want to feel abandoned. There is a huge difference. Instead of saying, fine, do whatever you want, try saying, it's okay if you need time, I'm still here. That sentence can calm a man more than people realize because it removes fear and pressure at the same time. Solution to listen more than you fix. Sometimes people immediately try to solve everything, but not every conversation needs a solution. Sometimes a man simply needs someone safe enough to hear him without judgment, without lectures, without turning his weakness into a weapon later. Solution 3: Men must learn to speak earlier. I want to say this honestly. Many men wait too long before speaking. They bottle up stress until everything explodes. That is dangerous. You do not need to become emotional overnight, but you can start small. Instead of disappearing completely. Say, I'm under pressure right now. My mind feels heavy. I need a little time. Simple communication prevents massive misunderstandings. Solution 4: build a calm environment. A peaceful environment changes everything. No person can survive constant emotional war. When someone already feels pressure from life, they need at least one safe place, one safe conversation, one safe person. Things, viewers can apply immediately. If you are a woman, when a man becomes quiet, ask yourself, is he avoiding me, or is he fighting something inside himself? Those are completely different situations. Observe carefully before assuming the worst. If you are a man, do not believe silence always equals strength. Sometimes real thing is honestly, real thing is saying, I'm suffering right now. That takes courage. My simple daily practice. I recommend something very simple: 10 minutes every day, no phones, no televisions, no distractions. Just ask, how are you really feeling today? Simple conversations prevent emotional distance from growing silently. Benefits people will receive from understanding these. When people understand male silence better, relationships improve, arguments decrease, communication becomes healthier, trust becomes stronger. Many relationships do not end because love disappeared. They end because silence was misunderstood. My thoughts: I believe modern life puts enormous pressure on men: work pressure, financial pressure, social expectations, responsibility. Many men are emotionally exhausted but never say it out loud. So silence becomes their survival method, but silence too long can slowly damage relationships too. That is why balance matters, understanding matters, communication matters. My advice: do not try to win against each other. Try to understand each other. Sometimes the quiet person in the room is not cold. He is simply overwhelmed. And sometimes the stronger people are the ones silently trying not to fall apart. My final message tonight: try something simple. Send a message to someone you care about. Are you okay lately? Not everyone needs a perfect solution. Sometimes people just need to know they are not carrying life alone. Thank you very much.